On a warm afternoon in 2014, a packed stadium fell silent. A young Brazilian man named Juliano Pinto, paralyzed from the waist down after a car accident, stood at the edge of the field. His legs had not moved in years, but with the help of a futuristic suit strapped to his body, something extraordinary happened. He kicked a soccer ball to open the FIFA World Cup. This was not just a symbolic moment. It was proof of a revolution in biomedical engineering, the rise of the exoskeleton, machines designed not just to assist, but to give paralyzed people the power to walk again. Exoskeletons are wearable robotic suits. They fit around a body like armor, with motors at the hips, knees, and ankles. Controlled by sensors and computers, they move in harmony with the wearer, lifting legs and supporting weight. For someone who hasn't walked in years, the first steps inside an exoskeleton feel like a miracle. But how does it work? At its core, the exoskeleton takes signals from the user, sometimes through hand controls, sometimes through subtle shifts of body weight, and in the most advanced systems, directly from the brain. Electrodes placed on the scalp can detect brain signals, which are translated into movement commands. Think walk, and the machine responds. The first exoskeletons were clunky, heavy, and limited to research labs. But over the past decade, engineers have refined them into sleek, wearable devices. Some are designed for hospitals, helping patients during rehabilitation. Others are made for personal use, allowing people with spinal cord injuries to stand, walk, and even climb stairs in their daily lives. One of the biggest breakthroughs came when researchers combined exoskeletons with virtual reality and brain training. Patients practice moving in digital worlds, teaching their brains to send signals to paralyzed limbs. When paired with exoskeletons, some regain partial movement even without the suit. The benefits go beyond walking. Paralyzed patients often suffer from secondary health problems, muscle loss, bone weakness, poor circulation. Standing and moving with an exoskeleton can reduce these risks. It improves blood flow, strengthens muscles, and boosts mental health. For many, the psychological impact is just as powerful as the physical. The dignity of standing tall, hugging loved ones at eye level, or simply walking across a room. But challenges remain. Exoskeletons are still expensive, often costing tens of thousands of dollars. Insurance rarely covers them. They also require training, supervision, and in some cases, crutches for balance. Engineers are racing to make them lighter, smarter, and more affordable. The future of exoskeletons may be even more astonishing. Researchers are developing soft exosuits, lightweight devices made of fabric and flexible materials instead of rigid metal. These could be worn under clothes, blending seamlessly with the body. Others are working on fully brain-controlled systems, bypassing damaged spinal cords altogether. By decoding brain activity, exoskeletons could respond instantly to thought, turning paralysis into movement. Some scientists even imagine integrating them with spinal implants that restore communication between the brain and the body, creating a feedback loop that could lead to permanent recovery. But as with all biomedical revolutions, questions arise. If exoskeletons become advanced enough to enhance strength and endurance, will they remain medical devices or become tools for healthy people too? Soldiers, workers, and athletes might one day use them to lift more, run faster, or perform beyond human limits. Where will society draw the line between therapy and enhancement? And who will have access? Will they be limited to wealthy hospitals, or will every person with paralysis be able to reclaim their mobility? For Juliano Pinto, that kick in 2014 was more than a game. It was proof that biomedical engineering can turn dreams into reality. For millions of paralyzed people around the world, exoskeletons represent freedom. Freedom from the wheelchair, freedom to move, freedom to live without barriers. This is the promise of biomedical engineering, to return what was lost, to give back what once seemed impossible. Step by step, the future is being rebuilt. And so the question is, if you could step into an exoskeleton today, would you see it as a medical device, or as a first step toward becoming more than human?